Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm reviewing the Superior Spider-Man from the Spider-Man 2 game. If you guys don't know who Superior Spider-Man is, it's actually Doc Ock that's in Peter Parker's body when he took it when Doc Ock was about to die, but then he did some mind stuff, took over Peter's body, and is now in Peter Parker's body. There's a short little timeline. Eventually Peter gets his body back, but like, you'll read the comics. Obviously Peter can get his body back. Read the comic, it's really cool. Alright, back to the figure review. You guys can get it on Pop Collectibles because they'll probably give it to you faster than if you bought it on Sideshow. Just saying. No personal beef with Sideshow, but Alright, so here's my review. Obviously the front of the box is crazy, dude. I could say this is probably the best box art. Better than the other one, the Symbiote one, but Symbiote one's a close second, honestly. I just think this one has fucking aura, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this one is sick. Going on to like the stuff it has, it's obviously 11.8 inches, really big. My only issue, these are all the accessories it comes with. Not that many, honestly, but I mean, most of the Spider-Man 2 figures so far haven't came with that many. Besides, like, but the highlight of this figure is the tentacles, or not the tentacles, the pincers, my bad. The only issue I have with it is that it has close to no accessories, and the eyes, I wish they made it squintier, because if you look at the cover of it, his eyes are squinting like a lot. While the actual figure doesn't squint that much, it's like slightly squinted, but if they can make even like smaller eyes, it would look so awesome. I know they could have, they just chose not to. I'm happy they got rid of the bracelet things on his like hand, because it used to have a bracelet that would always slide off the figure's hand if you popped off the arm. They got rid of it and just put it into like his wrist. I'll see if I can find a picture here to show it, like right here. It comes with plenty of webs. It comes with the spiral one, the 3-shot one. It's just basically all the webs that came in the first ones. The straight one, the straight one, same way you peg it in with a little like wrist or the little palm attachable parts. The spider is obviously crazy, and it has a new texture to the figure where it's all dotted if you look at it real close. I personally really like this figure. I almost bought it, but then I decided not to because I am, you know, broke. But like, if this channel does good, I'm gonna buy it. I plan on doing lots of giveaways, but once again, that's if this channel does good. Now, the one thing I don't really like, which was a pointless little thing they added, is on the boots, it has a small little spike, which is kind of pointless. It's a weird detail. The feet are a little bit bigger, which is cool. Just because that means he'd be more stable and less likely to fall over if you hit him with a pose. But, you know, it's a personal thing for me. As you can see, he has a bunch of different hands. He has the normal ones like all the Spider-Mans have. He has a clawing one where you can claw people if you really want to do that. The obvious spider webbing hands, the punching hands, and the grabbing the web hands, and the classic Spider-Man pose one where he puts the hand on the ground, the other hand in the air. He has that pose hands too. Really sick figure, honestly, and I love the spider design on it. They went hard on this one. And it's not even that expensive if you buy it off like Sideshow or something like that. On Pop Collectibles, it'll be a lot more expensive. It'll be around like 400 bucks. Sideshow, it'll cost around 300. It's always 100. It depends on the shipping, obviously, too. If you go even more expensive on Pop Collectibles, you go all the way to like 500 bucks if you want to get it in like 2 days, but that's up to you. Now, looking at the pincers, which like I said is the highlight of this, here they have it like stanced up. You can actually use the pincers to hold them up, which is kind of crazy to me that like it can actually support the weight of the actual figure, so you don't actually need the stand. You could just use the pincers to hold them up. Really sick, honestly. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys bought the figure, if you guys are planning to buy the figure, but my recommendation, I say it's worth it. The only issue is the pincers on each tip are very sharp, so there's a chance it could claw into the figure. You want to be careful about that, because if it claws into it, you're kind of tearing it to shreds, so make sure you don't do that. Another crazy thing they did with this figure is the amount of joint and movability of the pincers. If I can find something here, you can basically distort them and like make them look all crooked and stuff like that. Like, there's no like limit to how much you can bend these pincers. Like, whatever you want, it can do. I don't know if this is gonna bother some people though. The holes in the back of like his thing, like on his back, those don't have anything to close them off. They're like, it's always gonna be holes that you can't really like put like what the other figures have for the back pegs, where you can cover it up and hide the holes. This doesn't have that. You just gotta accept the holes. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't really mind it. I don't think anybody will mind it, because let's be real, you're always gonna have the pincers on there. That's why he's here. Like, the superior Spider-Man. That's his entire thing. I do wish it came with some drones, like, you know, in the comics, how he used drones to like scout the entire area. I do wish it came with some of those. Now talking about the base, I mean the base is simple. It's the same one. It's the same pattern as all the other ones. A little hexagon with this chest symbol on it, and Spider-Man 2 logo saying superior suit. It's about the same. Do I wish they changed it a little bit? Yes. Do I wish they came out with a deluxe edition that came with like a new base, like whether it be the top of a building or something like that? Of course, but this is just a quick money grab line, honestly. Which I do not mind. I want them to release some more. I want them to release the 2099 one, and release Ghost Spider, all these ones from the game. I don't care. Keep going. I do not mind. I can't wait for the Anti-Venom one, because this Anti-Venom one, I think I am gonna end up buying, because come on, like, it's too cool to like miss up or miss out on, especially with all the stuff it's coming with. Which, if I do buy it, I will be buying it for Pop Collectibles so I can get it really fast and be one of the first few to open it for you guys. But going back to the superior Spider-Man figure, lots of poses here you can go crazy with. Well, once again, highlights, the tentacles, yeah, that pincers. Not much to talk about besides that. The figure itself looks like it's made of the same thing that the rest of them are, which is just that rubber. So should you be leaving him in poses? No. Am I gonna be leaving it in poses? Of course, because I mean, why buy a figure just to have him stand up straight? And if it's your figure, who cares? Like, if it's a little like rubbery, like, I mean, if you were going for hyper realistic figures, like, oh, just like the movies or just like the shows, wouldn't that mean they're a little messed up, they're a little wrinkly, they're a little this? Like, that's, let's be accurate, their suits are gonna be beat the fuck up. So I don't know, personally for me, I don't really mind the wrinkles as long as the middle doesn't rip open and like that stuff. As long as it's just some wrinkles, some creases, I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, I do not mind. And I don't know how some people feel about it, but I love the over detailed look on him with all the different textures on the black. Without that, I feel like it looked really stale. Which, you know, I really appreciate the fact that they went through all this detail just for a side figure on their brand, because this is just a filler figure in my opinion, and I love it. They did not have to go this hard. Let me know if you guys are buying it though. I plan on buying it, just not now. That's why I'm doing this review rather than, you know, actual unboxing review, because I don't want to, you know, go through all that. But besides that, have a great day.